and I'm appreciating the steady rain falling. Can you hear the birds? I don't know if it's that tiny bird up there on the wire. I'm grateful for the beauty of nature, for the soothing sounds of rain, for having my plants, most of them outside now for the summer. We've got plants. Oh, where's Mr. Max? Where'd Mr. Max go? Oh, there he is. There you are, Mr. Max. There you are. Come on, eat your breakfast, Mr. Max. Eat your breakfast, Mr. Max. Yeah, who's the best dog? Huh? Who's the best dog? You have. Hello, you have a viewer. Smile. Hello there. Where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? Should I give Max his milk bone? Max, should I give you your milk bone? He's like, yes, mom, I want my milk bone. Hang on, here we go. Bit. Mr. Max, Sue says good morning. When she figures it out, she'll give you a thumbs up. So the other day, Sue, I assert that you heard a story about my plant identifier app and how it told me that the potatoes out there needed eggshells and how I had not only eggshells but something to grind them with. Yeah. I didn't take a screenshot of that diagnosis, and so when I got out there with the eggshells, I said to myself, "Gee, did it say to dig them into the soil, or should I was asking, was I supposed to dig them into the soil or just lay them on top?" And so when I went back with the plant identifier app, which, yeah, each one of the potato plants out there, which had in the morning given me one diagnosis, one of underwatering, although they'd just been watered, and needing fertilizer. By the time I got out there with the fertilizer recommended and went back to check for how it should be applied, the plant identifier app changed the freaking diagnosis to the to that same to the same brown spot transmittable plant pathogen that took out all of my iris buds. They're just coming back. And yeah, I had a neighbor, teen, help me with that. There's a last that we had cut, and we have those bags and three more out of those. The garden got the sickness, and everything in the garden, not everything, most things in the garden have this plant pathogen. Today is supposed to be the day for treating them, and yet I assert that with the rain like this, if hey, infamous anonymous X, how are ya? Yeah. So I assert with the rain like this, putting a spray on those beds today won't do it any good. So I'm not planning on spraying today. So where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? A couple of days ago, when I started telling that story to Sue Talbert, who's I believe still here, although she hasn't yet given me that thumbs up. Come on. I started writing that story as a single piece to be given away because I keep a daily gratitude journal. This channel. Thank you for the thumbs up. Um, I keep a daily gratitude journal where I just open my phone and say 11:06 a.m. I'm so very grateful to be live streaming on YouTube and to have three viewers still and one thumbs up. Yeah. And yeah, I'm grateful for all those notifications that appear on the other phone and just try to distract me. And I know which one that one was, and I don't want it. And yet, and I'm grateful that we have these hummingbird feeders, which we refilled. So the one up here on the porch, it's holding, even though a few hummingbirds have caught it. The feed level, yes, good, you're still here, Sue. Has stayed steady. You probably can't see it here, but the ones out there, there's already a little bit of a, maybe a half an inch to the top. And yes, we have hummingbirds visiting them, and yet there's a drip. There's a steady drip feeding the ants. And since we live on top of a freaking anthill, I'd rather not be feeding the ants. Oh, so I have a worm bin, which each year tends to get infested by ants. And when I traveled to DC last time, I stayed with somebody whose pine trees were shedding catkins, and I'm like, "Oh, I can use those." And I brought home a bag of catkins, put them in the worm bins, and the ants moved in. They're like, "Yahoo! Great apartment complex for us." And I'm like, "Oops, that was a mistake." And instead of taking out the catkins, I put in, "Thank you." We had a second thumbs up, and it went away. At least I saw it for a minute. Haha. um, I put in a taro ant bait, where they're supposed to come and take it and return it to their nests. Oh, we got a second thumbs up, it's back. And so then the next time I thought to check it, it it has layers in this worm wigwam. There are layers of green and brown and green and brown. And at the very top I put, oh, it had been a wrapping around a empty planter pot, and flattened it, from when you pick it up from the florist, and I flattened that out because it wouldn't allow water through, and put the ant bait on top of that. And when I came back, they had moved in, their sisters, their cousins, their aunts, and there was a freaking city on top of that um, planter wrapper or paper. And so I took a video of it and posted it as a short, and didn't do anything about it, and considered putting out another ant bait and didn't. And then checked again. I think it was a few days ago. I checked again, and yeah, they've disappeared. And so I took out that planter thing. Anybody else noticing the shifts? The energy is shifting. Things are moving in the world. And I'm grateful to be up here in nature. I mean, you still have fruit flies now? Yeah, I have a sticky trap, but right inside the kitchen window. See that orange ball inside the kitchen window up in the corner? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's sticky. And it catches more flies than fruit flies. And fruit flies, they used to make traps with, what was it? Apple cider vinegar and something else, maybe fruit, and they would come to that. Yeah, Google it. And we're back down to one thumbs up again. What is it with people? Anyway, I just wanted to share. Can you hear the birds? Now, but yeah, aren't they beautiful? I'll just be quiet, let you listen to the birds. And we have a yarrow, that white. I like those. I used to have those in Lebanon, but they weren't in some. And somebody planted itself. It used to just be over on the corner next door, and now it's over this side of the phone pole, so it's on our spot. Mhm. It's just a quiet day on the mountaintop. Hey, Junior Garza, where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? We're back to two thumbs up. Yeah, that's funny. Um, what's your weather like? We got rain today. Rain, rain, rain. It's a beautiful rainy day. You're grateful for God and your 4 kids. Aren't you blessed? Aren't you blessed? Yeah, how old are they? You're in Texas. Sue Talbert used to listen to rain on a tin roof in a barn. Yep, we have a tin roof right here in a house. And I had a tin roof on, yeah, my last couple of houses. Well, 3 houses ago, we had to install the tin roof ourselves, but yeah, or have it installed. Anyway, folks, we've been jabbering for over 10 minutes. So we'll let you go. Thank you so much for dropping by today. If you're viewing afterwards, put in the comments, what are you grateful for today? Where are you viewing from? You have a 15-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old daughter, a 2 and a newborn. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Does your 15-year-old or your 4-year-old like to color? I have coloring book journals under a pen name. So they're coloring book gratitude journals. This channel is Live in Gratitude. And I'm just trying to impart the importance of being in gratitude all of the time in whatever way I can. And so I started with when I was trying to get grateful myself, I started by creating these color and gratitude journals. You color on one side of the page, think about everything you're grateful for, and then write down 3 things a day that you are grateful for. And there's a system to it. At the end of 28 days, you'll have a roadmap to your, your success with gratitude. And yeah, I published those, put them out, and realized that, for any adult, this is ridiculous. Nobody has the time to color a full page every day. And so I started writing my own gratitude journal separately. But yeah, if you have kids who like to color, check out Willow Sage um, under books. Cultivating Gratitude, my personal mindful coloring book and journal with garden images was the first one. The second one was Soaring Gratitude, my personal mindful coloring book and journal with wind images. And the third one is Zen Gratitude, my personal mindful coloring book and journal with Japan images. And that one's my favorite. Oh, okay. You retracted a message and it was something I'm gonna say it says from my 4 ex-wife. Hmm. Yeah, now I'm confused because I'm imagining that a newborn isn't with you if the wife is an ex, it's probably with the wife. But whatever. You have all those kids and that's amazing. And yeah, bless you. And check out the rain. It's pouring down over here, just pouring down. Birds aren't even on the feeder anymore. Aren't even on the feeder anymore. Hmm. And yep, it's 11:15. I have things to do. You've been married 4 times? May I ask how old you are, Junior, or at least what decade you're in? I've been doing things in 20-year stints myself. So I've been married twice, divorced twice, and yeah, now I'm with my 3rd partner, and yeah, no intention of getting married again. I'm good to shacking up. It's all good. God knows the intention. I don't need the legalities. Yeah, the rain's just pouring off, pouring off. Mr. Highway isn't even coming up here now. But hey, Junior, if you've been married 4 times, that means you believed 4 times that this one was gonna do it. And yeah, isn't that a great feeling? Although, where did I hear it? A couple of days ago in some country, is it Italy? There's some country they were being very careful. No, no, Dominican Republic, I think. They were only having civil marriages because it was too hard to get an annulment. You're 35. Wow, you've been doing the fast marriages. Good for you. Yeah, I stay with each partner 20 years. We've been living together at least 20 years and married for at least 16 or more. before the divorce happens. And now I have better distinction and communication tools. Yeah, so here, Junior, I invite you to look up landmarkworldwide.com. They have something called the Landmark Forum, and if you're interested, come back and drop a comment anywhere. Um, 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 and once you start there, like anything that you want is in your life is possible by doing the Landmark Forum in the way it was designed. It's a 3-day, 2-evening course where you're like focusing on yourself on Zoom and looking at your life and things shift. I'm living here in heaven on earth thanks to registering for the Landmark Forum. This wasn't even out of the forum. It was from going to a 3-hour introduction and taking on the registration opportunity, because once you register for something, you've said yes. And so you've created that change that you're going to have. Ooh, your last wife passed away before Christmas Eve. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's rough. Not only to lose her, but to lose her at a holiday. You have faith? That should help. I assert it should help. It depends on how deep your faith is. And faith doesn't mean religion, it means faith. It means that God connection, that God, you got me? That knowing that I am in the right place at the right time at all times because you are with me. My mother always told me there's a providence who looks out for fools, drunks, and missionaries' children. And as a missionary's grandchild, I assert that I'm covered on at least two, if not three counts. Yeah. And so even when things happen that we don't like our wife passing away just before Christmas Eve, or a tornado flattening our house while we were out of town, at least we were out of town. Um, there is the gift to say thank you for it. Thank you for the time that I had with her while she was here. Thank you for allowing me to intertwine my life with hers while she was here, and then to know that your paths will cross again. Yeah. And I don't believe in a heaven where you go afterwards. There's an astral realm where you go afterwards and there's work to be done. And the heaven is for us to create here on earth for God, because that's what God wants, simply by living into gratitude for everything at every moment of the day, saying, thank you, God. I know everything is here from you. It's a gift. And loving each other, treating each other with love and respect and compassion. And back to Landmark Worldwide, after you've done the forum, you have all sorts of opportunities. And now I've been doing their courses for a few years. That breakthrough from registering brought me here, living up here on a mountaintop where it's so beautiful. I was at a point in my life where I didn't have a lot of means, and I wanted to live on a farm again. I wanted to live where it was green again. And something shifted in my view, so that on a dating site, I gave a second look to this person who had a picture from their nose to halfway down their white beard and sideways, and who only gave me a heart or whatever it was on that platform without any comments. I was like, if you can't comment, why should I bother? Um, and gave him the time. Oh, looked at more pictures, and yeah, there was a him sitting in a a macrame hammock chair with a goat beside him. And yeah, I wanted goats again. So he said, hey, I have a greenhouse, I have a garden. I'll be your toter lifter. I need a master gardener. I'm like, hey, I was a master gardener advocate in Tennessee, not just a master gardener. Yes, I'll come. And now with the Landmark Worldwide communication courses, where they're all about love, and they're all about communicating to people with love, and where you after those can be with anybody at any time and receive any communication and be good with it, even when they're screaming in your face that you're a crazy idiot. You're like, okay, I got you. Communications. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to say to me? I still think you're a crazy idiot. Okay, thank you. I got your communication. Yeah. So I speak highly of Landmark Worldwide, and there's a reason why. I don't know how many millions of people have done it. People invest, I pay to take a course that gives me the opportunity to give up umpteen hours of my life to coach courses and for them for free because the coaching is so powerful and the courses are so powerful and you're causing transformation for so many people. Whoa, okay, it's 11:22. We've been talking for 20 minutes. We're gonna hush up now and go. If you're still watching, put something in the comments. Where are you hearing from? What are you grateful for today? How do you subscribe to me? Tell somebody else.